What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. How the hell are you doing? So the other day I was in Asda just picking up a few last minute Christmas bits and I spotted this Asda makeup gift sets. Now I've tried Asda makeup in the past. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll try and remember to leave a link to it down below. But yeah, little spoiler alert, Asda makeup is actually pretty damn good. So when I saw these little gift sets, I thought, you know what? These deserve a little testing video. So I picked up the Natural Face Palette, which honestly, I don't love the way it looks, but I thought it might be useful because it's got a brow pencil and a little lip gloss. So I'll put like the prices and everything on screen now, but it was super, super cheap. This guy has a brow pencil, lip gloss, some kind of like highlighter, bronzery situation, and then a little eyeshadow quad. And it's also got two brushes, which don't look good. They look very kind of like cheapy brushes, but it also is a very cheap set, so I'm not bothered. And by the way, all of this was like 3 for 2, so I got 6 things, paid for 4 of them. Great job. And by the way, if I seem like I'm in a bit of a rush, I am. I'm actually going to like a Christmas party tonight, so I'm really hoping this makeup actually works out because I've got like an hour to film and get ready and go. So yeah, really hoping this makeup is actually okay because I've kind of got to wear it for the rest of the evening. So then I also picked up the lip vault, which I really like the look of. Actually, this is like the first thing that kind of got me interested in all of this. So you get a lot of lipsticks there. So it says on the back you get 6 matte and then 6 gloss liquid lipsticks. Kind of reminds me of something that Primark brought out that was like a dupe of a matte collection. But yeah, this was like, I swear this was like £5 or £6. I then also picked up this eyeshadow palette. This is called Burnt Embers. I only saw one color, but it looks pretty nice. It's got like a mixture of neutrals and then some warm tones as well. They also did a few little stocking filler bits, so I picked this up. This is a mascara. It's called the Make Me Up Mascara, and I think this is maybe like £1, £1.50 or something. So side note, if this is good, nice little stocking filler. I also went ahead and picked up some glitter eyeliners, thought it'd be a nice little like lid topper or something. And then the most expensive thing out of the bunch is this, what's called the Ultimate Book of Beauty. So this, I don't want to like blind you guys with a reflection or anything. But in this, you got a little eyeshadow palette, you've got a face palette, you've got a lip palette, and I think these are all like matte lipsticks or something. You've got a few more kind of cheapy looking brushes, and then you've got a little highlighter situation going on down here. So yeah, I thought we could just sit down, try some of these things out. And I mean, let's face it, by the time this video goes up, it'll nearly be Christmas anyway. So obviously you can go and like pick up different things for gifts or whatever. But also, this stuff will probably go on sale after Christmas. So if it's any good, it's probably going to be even cheaper by the time this is uploaded. And if you don't mind today, I'm going to be getting in the festive spirit. I've done all my Christmas shopping. I am buzzing. So I'm going to have a little glass of wine. I needed that way more than I thought I did. All right, so I'm just going to quickly chuck some foundation, concealer, powder, whatever on my face. Next time you see me, I'll be looking very beige. All right, so foundation, concealer, powder. So now I think I'm going to go in with this palette here, the face palette. This is when we really start to see what's good. So the packaging actually isn't bad. Like, the plastic here is a little bit flimsy, but the packaging as a whole, not too shabby. So I'm now looking at this and I'm thinking, that's not matte. That's not matte. Okay, so this is a little highlighter. That was like the worst swatch I've ever done in my entire life. Ding. It ain't bad. And then we've got this one here, which actually does look kind of shimmery. Okay, we're just doing it. I'm probably going to cheat in a minute and add a little bit of contour just here, but I'll do that off camera and pretend you didn't hear that. Shh. Unless there's like a good powder in this eyeshadow palette. Nope. Okay, so I'm going in with that powder there. It is very pigmented and I'm scared of it. All right, let's just do this. I'm going to warm up my face a little bit. Is that red or is that okay? Can't quite tell at this point. I mean, a bit more warm tone than my usual kind of get up, but it's actually decent. It looks a lot more matte than it looks like when you swatch it if you just tap off the excess. So it looks a little bit scary in the pan, but actually you pat it on lightly and it looks all right. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit more like of a blushy bronze. I'd probably rather wear this as a blusher, but it's doing all right. So now, didn't really plan for this. I've got to pick from one of these blushes. These are very neon. So I'm just going to take the most neon one, like this one here. Same brush, just do literally the tiniest little tap. Take off the excess and then pray that I don't look like Ronald McDonald with this. I mean, that's pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit afraid of it, but it could be worse. So I'm just gonna pop that on and then just around the sides of my face, I'm just gonna blot my foundation brush on there. By the way, like the base products I'm using Milani 2-in-1. The Born This Way concealer, don't have anything else on at the moment, just Born This Way because I couldn't find Bye Bye Under Eye. I know, it's like my heart breaks. And then also a little bit of the NYX brow gel and the Huda Beauty powder. So that's what we're working with. Yeah, I feel like that's passable. I'm going to chuck a little bit of contour on, but as far as like cheeks go, it's actually all right. Like, this is the kind of blush you want. It's too bright for me, like way too bright. But if you like that kind of blush, then this is actually all right. I have no problems with this. So now, I mean, I feel like we have to try out this highlighter. I know I have the other one, which does look a little bit more intense, but I do still need to give this a shot. It's got a lot of kickback, so just a heads up, you may want to tap the excess off there. Let's see what you can do. Try a little bit more, maybe? Okay, it's there. It's very subtle, though. It's not something I'd ever personally opt for because you guys know I like something that basically, like, burns your eye sockets. But it doesn't look bad. It just looks kind of like more of a natural glow. I love how I said that. I'm like, natural glow? Like, ugh. But yeah, on first impressions, that actually looks okay. Not like the best quality powders in the world, but definitely not the worst either. Like, it's actually pretty decent. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of my chocolate bronzer, which we're going to pretend is from Asda, but it's not. Next, I'm going to give this highlighter a go, and I just realised that by the looks of things, it doesn't come in like its own pan or anything, so it does just stay in this, which is a bit annoying because, I mean, unless I can depot it, I don't know, like they've got the lip palette, they've got all the other palettes, so I just kind of wish they put this in like a little single or something. Just going to have a little swatch quickly. Okay, not gonna lie, it does look a little bit sheer. We'll see what it's like on the face. I'm gonna swirl my brush in there, I think, because I feel like I'm gonna need to pick up quite a bit. Okay, let's try this. That is better. It is still kind of like a little bit sheer. Like, obviously the lights are bouncing off everything right now. But it's better than that side. Let me just double myself up a bit there. Tiniest little bit of texture, but nothing you kind of wouldn't expect from like a super cheap highlighter. Okay. Cupid's bow is looking nice and milky. That is what we like. I'm also just going to put some up here. I mean, to be fair, that actually does look quite nice, the way it's just kind of bouncing off my cheeks there. It's not my usual thing. It's not my usual color. It's kind of a little bit too almost like whitey, pinky gold for me. But I have a feeling this like entire kit cost me less than a tenner. So for all of that, I mean, lip palette, eyeshadow palette, face palette, and highlighter, and these brushes, which kind of resemble pubes actually. Yeah, I'm not going to use that because I literally feel like that would be what I imagine it's like to brush pubes on your face. No shade Asda, but also a little bit shade. But yeah, that's okay. The other Asda highlighters are way better, the little quad that they do, but that does the job. So now I think I'm going to go into the natural face palette, and I'm going to take this brow pencil here. I'm pretty sure it only came in one shade, so I'm a little bit worried about that. It does look a little bit warm to me, but it does look brunette. It does look kind of like a brownie color, which is good. For me anyway, if you've got like really light eyebrows, maybe not. But yeah, it's just a standard kind of pencil with a little spoolie on the end. That doesn't look bad actually. Doesn't look too bad. I thought it would be way warmer than this, you know, kind of like a reddy brown. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this through my brows and just kind of like brush them up a bit. Okay, right, so it's very waxy to a point where you do have to press quite hard for it to kind of have any payoff. And I mean, it's not the right color for me, but I feel like we can kind of get away with it because I'm not using that much anyway. Seriously, like, love them or hate them, after getting my brows laminated, I barely even have to touch them. I love it. That hasn't done too much because realistically, I didn't put that much in there. It does kind of wear down very, very quickly, but the end result is all right. It's not anything, like, I'm probably not really going to use this again. It's not really my kind of brow pencil. But for the purpose of this video, like, I'm not mad at the brows. Wine break, wine break, wine break. So now I think I'm going to go into the lip vault. I think I'm just going to do a nude, really. Sorry to be boring, but I'm going to do a nude. But seriously, like, if this set is any good, I feel like this would make a nice little gift because it looks nice. Screw it. Maybe I'll take something a little bit darker. Maybe I won't do like a full-on nude. I'll do like a dark nude. Okay, so is this a gloss or is this a... Oh, it's a gloss. I wish this was a matte one. Are you matte? That one's matte. Oh, why do you have to be a gloss? Let's try it anyway. It's got no real smell or anything. Oh, hang on. This actually looks quite pretty. Maybe. I mean, I would want a lip liner for this as well. But, I don't mind it. But I'm really not feeling the gloss today. Let's try this matte one here. So I don't know if they have any shade names. Oh, it's in the shade Nude. Put that on. Okay, that's more of an orange. Definitely more of an orange, but we're going to roll with it. It's not like the most opaque liquid lipstick in the world, but it's holding its own there. It's doing an all right job. Like, it's a tiny bit sheer here. So I'm just going over it a second time. But yeah, that's not too bad. It's not the colour I was looking for, but it's okay. So just while I'm waiting for all that to dry down, I thought I might try out the lip palette here. It says lip glosses. I thought they were matte. Apparently they're not. Let's try this guy here. Are you a gloss or are you matte? You are a very sheer gloss. Okay. Does come with a lip liner though. Should I just say screw it and do like a red lip? I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to do my eyes first. That might be a better idea. Yeah, scrap all of that. I'm going to do my eyes first and kind of see where we end up. So now for eyes, I'm going to be using this guy here. So this is the Burnt Embers Shadow Palette. So it looks like this. I think I'm probably going to be using a lot of the kind of like goldy tones just because I obviously do have these glitters as well. And I kind of want the look to look somewhat cohesive. So I think I might use like one of these two glitters here. So you know what? I might actually do a little combination of these two palettes. I might take a couple of shades just from this one to kind of like add to it. Oh, this blue here looks nice. Oh shit, that's pigmented. What the hell? These are very, very pigmented. Okay, so I already went ahead and put a little bit of the Born This Way concealer on my lid. I'm just gonna add a little bit more just in case it has set a bit. And I think what I'm gonna do is take this shade here. It's like a very kind of like light matte brown. And I'm just gonna pack that in the crease. Kind of stamp that in. And then just slowly blend that in the crease a little bit. That looks okay. It's not picking up on any dry patches or anything. Obviously, I know it's not like the most intense color yet, but that looks all right. Now I'm gonna take the same brush. I'm gonna go in with this shade here. It's like a matte chocolate brown. A little bit of kickback there, so I'm just gonna tap it off. And I'm gonna slap that on the outer corner. Obviously, the base is wet now, and I kind of am giving them like a bit of a chance here by using a tacky base, but okay, that is pigmented enough for me. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the most buttery or crazy eyeshadow in the world, but there's color payoff, and that's kind of all I could really ask for, to be honest. May have gone a little bit overboard with that brown on the outer corner, but that's fine. No worries, mate. Oh, just blend it all out and pretend it was supposed to be there. So I'm just kind of feathering that up onto my brow bone a touch. I'm now going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's like a kind of bronzy. Well, let's just go with that. I'm going to pop that, I think, all over my lid, and we'll see how that goes. My brush isn't wet or anything. It's just as is. It's not super shimmery, but it's very pigmented. And the way that's kind of blending into the matte brown, like I'm literally just tapping it, it's blending in very well. So now I'm going to take this little iconic London brush, and I'm going to go in. It's probably better if I actually show you. Gonna go in with this champagne shade here because I'm gonna dot that right on my inner corner. So dot that right in there. Whoa, that's pretty intense actually. Might even try that as highlighter in a second. Then I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush and just making sure everything is blended out. That's not bad, you know? Like, that's actually done a pretty good job. And then I'm gonna take a little mixture of that chocolatey brown and that first one that I used in my crease and just run that on my lower lash line, which again works fine. It's not amazing, but it's not doing anything wrong. So that's kind of like a thumbs up from me. Ooh, I didn't even realize this eyeshadow palette actually comes with a little liner. It's like a double one, so you've got a black liner and a brown liner. That is handy. But yeah, I'll take that. For a super quick little smoky eye on a budget, that's actually not half bad. So now, you know what? I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that champagne-y shade, excuse me, and we're gonna see what it can do for my face. Let's try it on this side. I'm going to do it like right here. So it's probably added a little bit of intensity there. So I'm going to load myself up with that. And then take a little bit on my finger. And just dot that on my snoz. I'll take that. I'll take it. So now, as promised, I'm going to take one of these glitters. So I think I might go in with this shade here. It's kind of like more of a bronzy shade. Yeah, that's all right. Takes a little bit of layering up, but it layers up quite nicely on itself. Like, if you can put it in time, then it looks all right. Like, I feel like that looks all right. I mean, you wouldn't say it was Asda makeup, would you? Yeah, I'll take it. These are actually decent. They're not like how you actually see them. You're not going to get like this kind of colour payoff on your lid. But if you do layer it up, maybe like 2 or 3 layers, it doesn't feel bad or anything like that. It doesn't require any blending or anything. It's actually not bad. So now I'm going to try out this mascara. It is very teeny tiny. It has a very odd wand. Looks like a little tester basically. Yeah, let's give it a go. It's actually very, very black. And I feel like I don't mind this wand. It's like oddly coating a lot of my lashes. And I haven't curled my lashes or anything like that. I don't have them permed or anything. But it is giving them a nice little curl. It's not necessarily doing anything crazy to them. But I'm not mad with how it looks. It does feel very wet, so I feel like I can't really move my eye around too much because I feel like it might transfer, but hopefully it will dry down in a second. But yeah, that's better than a lot of other mascaras I've tried. I'd probably give this like a 5 or 6 out of 10. It's not too shabby. You know what I kind of feel like I might do? I might take this brown gloss because I don't mind how all of this looks actually, and I might just like cool it down a little bit with this gloss and then blot it down. Let's try it. So I'm just colouring in my lips with gloss. And I think I'm basically just going to give myself a little kiss. And then maybe even take a little bit of powder. Blot all that down. And yeah, that's actually not too shabby. Minus like the unfinished eye. I think that's fine. Which is good because I've got like 20 minutes until I've got a lease. There is no chance I'd be able to do a full face in that time anyway. So thank God for that. All right, guys, be right back. Gonna go and get myself a little bit more ready, do the other eye, all that jazz. And I will check back with you guys in a second for the final look. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. And I'm honestly not mad at it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my most favorite look that I've ever done in my whole life. But it's also kind of like probably one of the most cheapest looks I've done on my channel recently. So I mean, considering that this is Asda makeup, like 90% of the stuff that I've got on my face right now, you can get from Asda. I think it's turned out pretty good. I'd probably say my favourite things from everything that I've tried out is probably, I actually really, really like the glitters on my eye. I feel like they kind of brought everything together. The mascara, like, for whatever it was, like a couple quid, it's actually decent. I know it's teeny tiny, but it's actually alright. The face palette was alright. The eyeshadow palette is pretty good. The liquid lipsticks, like colour aside, they're not really my cup of tea when it comes to the colour, but the actual formula, they're alright. I mean, it definitely doesn't look like I'm wearing supermarket makeup. Let's just say that. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of you guys found it helpful. Let me know if you're going to be picking anything up from this little collection in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys are doing for Christmas, if you celebrate it. Let me know what you're doing next week. Let me know what your favourite food is. Let me know what your animals are called. Let's just have a chat, basically. So if you guys did enjoy this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys. I'm now going to down my wine and get my ass ready. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Slurp.